Hello, everyone. We thank you for your interest in joining us in our sharing on our project titled Reimagining Professional Development with Technology. I am Fahani, and my co-presenter Li Ping will be sharing with you on our school's staff development team's journey in transforming the professional development experiences for more than 100 teachers in our school during the prevalent times of the pandemic season. The staff development team is made up of Kating, Liang Min, Vincent, Janice, Xiupo, Cassandra, Jane, Li Ping, myself, and Hui Wen. We will be sharing with you more on the reason why we initiated the project and its intentions, the challenges we faced in putting together a meaningful professional development experience during the pandemic season, our innovation journey guided by the use of the creative problem-solving processes, some lesson ideas and resources, the impact based on the data we have collected from our staff, and finally, we will sum up and conclude. Like everyone, the pandemic period was a time for us to equip ourselves with new tools and pedagogy and to relearn how to engage our students remotely. Hence, for professional development, we also had to rethink how we could engage our staff meaningfully while conducting the professional development sessions remotely due to the current challenges. It was also timely that our school was on a professional development journey towards positive education and PERMA. This was even more so pertinent during the phase of the pandemic period as people were in isolation. With masks on, it also acts as a social barrier between colleagues and students and hinders the connection and building of relationships. Hence, we saw greater importance to navigate and persevere through these challenges to continue on our professional development journey, turning challenges into learning opportunities. With this, the team explored using various platforms that the teachers were familiar with so that the learning curve is manageable for everyone. Apart from the challenge pointed out earlier, we also identified the large staff size of more than 100 teachers as the other challenge. As part of a common school practice, we would tap on the use of the creative problem-solving processes to guide us in finding effective solutions to the above area of focus. To help us navigate the challenges, we turned to literature to help guide us. First, we identified the two theories that were useful based on our research and readings to help propel us forward in our journey. The first theory is that of Malcolm Noel's andragogy, or simply known as the adult learning theory. This is the art and science of how adults learn. It is the opposite of the term pedagogy, which we use in our day-to-day teaching to understand how children learn. We understand that as adult learners, our staff have the breadth and depth of experiences that we can draw on during our professional development sessions. They are also more than ready to learn when the content is relevant and applicable in a real-life context. Finally, we acknowledge that they are also self-directed and independent learners and will be more engaged in learning that is problem-centered and practical. The second theory we tapped on was our understanding on Vygotsky's social constructivism theory, which placed great focus on the collaborative nature of learning amongst individuals. As we embark on our innovation journey, we hope to answer these two questions. First, how can the professional development team meaningfully engage and interact with our large number of staff during these virtual sessions? Second, how can we collect ideas, monitor, and provide feedback to teachers to support the assumptions that we have of adult learners? After evaluating the solutions that we have laid out as a team, we decided to move forward on our innovation journey. First, we leveraged on the use of technology and center our sessions around it. We integrated the use of the common online platform that's familiar to all teachers, the Student Learning Space, also known as SLS. From SLS for students, we had our version of SLS for teachers. Apart from saving time on learning how to navigate a new platform, the teachers also get to build on their prior knowledge of SLS and its features. We also took the chance to breed enjoyment as the teachers navigated SLS with ease. The learning culture also shifted with the use of technology as teachers were engaged in a varied learning modes, including self-directed and collaborative learning through the use of SLS. The beauty of this innovation at that time was that it allowed us to marry the sharing of the different features in SLS to help teachers with the innovation and creation of the home-based learning content in tandem to learning our planned professional development content. This made the process of learning meaningful and applicable for our staff. Second, we transformed SLS and used its features to our advantage as we built up our own online training packages to create opportunities for interaction and engagement among teachers during these learning experiences. We did this by creating lessons we termed as permalicious lessons. To help us structure our process of ideation, we made use of the design map as a planning and visualization tool to map out our professional development sessions to ensure they were designed purposefully and for quality learning. We brainstormed various activities according to the different active learning processes in SLS Pedagogical Scaffold 2.0 framework. Using varied convergent thinking tools, we then selected ideas that met our goals and were aligned with the principles of adult learning before crafting them into our termly professional development sessions. The team felt that this was important as although the tool was accessible to all MOE staff, our Raffles Girls Primary School staff was able to see us put to practice the use of the design map. With this, they were able to see the benefits of using the tool and they applied its use during their professional learning team, also known as PLT sessions.
Thank you, Fahani. Now I'll be sharing with you lesson samples based on one of the PD content on character strengths. We use these 6 approaches to guide us in the creation of our lesson resources to deliver our PD content. The first approach is the blended approach. Teachers were given opportunity to learn about the content before each PD session. Teachers will complete activities or watch videos at their own time and space according to their needs and constraints. Our school adopted the 24 character strengths as a resource to build on the positive relationship component of PERMA. Teachers learn about the 24 character strengths via videos, quizzes, etc. After which, teachers did a survey to find out on their character strengths before we had our PD session on Zoom. Next, we tap on the automatic feedback function on SLS as a form of assessment for learning as part of the self-directed tasks that we engage teachers in. Short and simple explanations were provided in the online quizzes for teachers in SLS after they had submitted their responses. Such assessment for learning activities were deliberately planned to empower them to take charge of their own learning as they check their own understanding of important concepts. To provide platform for our teachers to collaborate online, we leverage on various online tools such as Padlet, an interactive thinking tool in SLS. These tools were used for teachers to work and collaborate with one another both synchronously and asynchronously. Teachers were also invited to join the various breakout rooms in Zoom to discuss what they had learned and how they could use it in their classrooms. In the next slide, A conversation sample was used to engage teachers on the element of building positive teacher-student relationship.
Hello, this is Mr. Chia. May I speak to Megan?
Yes.
Is that Megan?
Yeah, Megan is me.
How are you, Megan?
I'm okay.
You must stay home and stay safe, okay?
Okay.
Take care. Goodbye.
This is one of the examples of customized resources the team has created for the teachers to share on the real-life context of a teacher-student dialogue when the teachers check on the students' well-being during the HBL period. Another way we leveraged on online tools was to use Padlet Wall to collect teachers' responses. Using a Padlet Wall to collect responses from teachers allow us, the PD team, to feed forward and plan for our next PD session to delve deeper on what the teachers have shared. Research has shown that PD is best delivered in the context of teachers' subject area. We group them by subject area according to their professional learning teams. This ensures that their conversation were contextual and driven by a sense of collective responsibility. Teachers in the professional learning team will share how they could design permalicious lessons. This helped to foster engagement and allow them to develop a sense of collective efficacy. It also resulted in a collection of lesson ideas for others to customize to meet their student learning needs. Learning beyond PD session. Time was given during white space for them to share and brainstorm ways to apply new ideas consistently for their cohort of students. They were also tasked to record their reflections as they assess their own practices and underlying beliefs to bring about changes and continuous improvement in their teaching. As part of CCFTGP PD session, we group teachers based on form classes to build on our approach of collective responsibilities. Teachers were given time to brainstorm more on how they could infuse PERMA within their CCEFTGP lessons to create their own PERMA-licious lessons. Finally, to encourage learning beyond PD sessions, we empower the teachers to try these proposed changes within their CCEFTGP lessons as they carry them out. This is one of the contributions made by the Primary 2 level teachers from Primary 2A and Primary 2B. They have suggested improvements on how elements of PERMA can be intentionally infused into the current teaching resource on handling disagreements. This is another contribution made by the Primary 6 level teachers from Primary 6P and 6Q. They have suggested improvement on how element of PERMA can be intentionally infused into the current teaching resource on showing care to their family members to help strengthen relationships. Impact. Through our staff survey and feedback from teachers on the PD sessions, we were encouraged to receive about 97% of staff sharing with us that they have increased in their content and pedagogical knowledge and improved in their instructional practices. Also, we are happy to also note that about 77% have applied what they have learned in their own classroom teaching. Now I will pass the time back to Fahani to share with you our team's conclusion and reflection. Ms. Fahani, please.
With that, we would like to conclude and share our team's reflections. First, we believe that remote professional development training is definitely possible during and even after the pandemic period. It allows us to make effective use of teachers' time while meaningfully engaging them. We also saw that innovating when faced with challenges can benefit the larger staff and create a cascading impact on the students, as we saw the greater importance of conducting professional development sessions, especially so during the pandemic. We saw how it benefited staff and the impact it has made in the results in our previous slide. Furthermore, the support in how we intentionally rolled out SLS in action was all the more important during these trying times, as teachers were putting together home-based learning content for their students. Secondly, customization of professional development content and experiences are vital in meeting the needs of adult learners. With that, we have come to the end of our sharing, and we really hope you will explore reimagining professional development with technology within your own school as well. Thank you.